Hello everybody and welcome back to another video on the Currency Keeps channel. Today we're going to be talking about the Lincoln Cent. The Lincoln Cent is a 1-cent coin that has been struck by the United States Mint since 1909. The obverse was designed by Victor David Brenner, as was the original reverse, depicting two stalks of wheat, thus wheat pennies, struck from 1909 to 1958. The coin has seen several reverse designs and now bears the one by Lyndall Bass depicting a Union shield. All coins struck by the United States government with a value of 1/100th of a dollar are called cents because the United States has always minted coins using decimals. The penny nickname was a carryover from the coins struck in England, which went to decimals for coins in 1971. The current weight of the coin is 2.5 grams. From 1909 to 1982, it was 3.11 grams, and the wartime steel cents from 1943 were 2.7 grams. The diameter is 19.05 millimeters, 0.750 inches. The edge is plain, and the composition from 1909 to 1942 and 1944 through 1982 are 95% copper, and the remainder is tin or zinc. 1943 was the zinc-plated steel, and 1982 through the present is copper-plated zinc, which is 97.5% zinc, 2.5% copper. The mint marks, P for Philadelphia, D for Denver, S for San Francisco, and W for West Point Mint, are under the date on the obverse. No mint marks used from 1965 to 1967, and in any year except 2017 for the Philadelphia Mint, or any year except 2019 at the West Point Mint. In 1905, sculptor Augustus St. Gaudens was hired by the Mint to redesign the cent and the 4 gold coins, which did not require congressional approval. St. Gaudens originally conceived a flying eagle design for the cent, but at Roosevelt's request developed it for the double eagle after learning that by law, an eagle could not appear on the cent. Writer and friend Witter Bynner recalled that in January 1907, St. Gaudens was seriously ill with cancer and was carried to his studio for 10 minutes a day to critique the work of his assistants on current projects, including the cent. St. Gaudens died in August 1907 before submitting additional designs for the cent. In January 1909, the Mint engaged Brenner to design the cent depicting the late President Abraham Lincoln. The designs were shown to President Roosevelt, who approved them, although Roosevelt required United, which Brenner had spelt with a V, to be spelt the conventional way. On May 26, samples of the new coin, with and without the motto "In God We Trust," were shown to President Taft, who selected the version with "In God We Trust." The coin was formally approved by Secretary of Treasury Franklin MacVeagh on July 14th, and the release date was set for August 2nd, 1909. The Philadelphia Mint struck 20 million of the new coins even before the design was made official by Secretary MacVeagh, as 1909 was the centennial year of Abraham Lincoln's birth. It was the first widely circulating design of a U.S. president on a coin. The new coins were issued on August 2nd, 1909, which was the set date. There was intense public interest in the new cents, especially since the Mint had not permitted images of the new coin to be printed in the newspapers. The Lincoln craze sparked by the centennial had not yet subsided, and there was a widespread speculation about the coin's design. The Mint decided to plan for a simultaneous release of the coin across the United States on August 2nd, and Treasury Department branches were sent what were thought to be adequate supplies. On the morning of August 2nd, 1909, long lines formed outside Treasury facilities across the United States. Some early applicants were able to obtain all the coins they wanted, but soon the pieces were rationed. Applicants at the New York Sub-Treasury were allowed 100 pieces per person. Those who sought the coins at the Philadelphia Mint were allowed only 2 each. Coins passed on the secondary market outside the Philadelphia Mint for a quarter each until prices settled down to 5 cents per new penny. Many newsboys were among those who profited from the new coins. Crowds gathered around the windows where the coins were for sale in Washington until order was restored. Brenner's initials, VDB, on the reverse at its base were deemed too prominent once the coins were issued, and were removed within days of the release. The cents without Brenner's initials were in production by August 12, 1909. The initials were restored, this time smaller, on Lincoln's shoulder in 1918. Originally struck in 95% copper, the coin was changed for 1 year to zinc-coated steel in 1943, as copper was needed to aid the war effort. The mint then reverted to 95% copper until 1982, when inflation made copper too expensive and the composition was changed to zinc, with an outer copper layer. Brenner's wheat reverse was replaced in 1959 by a depiction of the Lincoln Memorial designed by Frank Gasparro for the sesquicentennial of his birth year. The Lincoln Memorial reverse was itself replaced in 2009 by 4 commemorative designs making the bicentennial of Lincoln's birth. Beginning in 2010, Bass's shield design was coined. Cents of the new design were officially released at a ceremony at the Abraham Lincoln Presidential Library in Springfield, Illinois on February 11, 2010. In February 2019, the Mint announced that the West Point Mint would strike cents that had W Mint marks. These are not released into circulation, but are struck in 3 different finishes for 3 of the year's annual sets: uncirculated, proof, and reverse proof. And now we get to look forward to the special 1-year designs for the circulating coinage in 2026, including the cent, for the United States semi-quincentennial 250th year anniversary. That's going to wrap it up for this video. If you enjoyed, be sure to like and catch us on the next video for some more currency you should keep.